In this video, we're going to look at the impact Ivica Zubac made during Thursday night's victory against Houston. To kick us off, it's early in the game as Patrick Beverley dribbles to the baseline and then passes back out to Kawhi Leonard at the wing. Leonard and Zubac then go into their patent pick and roll action. However, Zubac feels Houston's coverage and slips the pick, which enables him to get downhill. Leonard then drives to his left and pulls up into an uncontested mid-range jumper. Zubac gets low to mitigate Tucker's lower center of gravity and thus move Tucker out of the way. As the ball caroms off the rim, Zubac is the first one in the air and out jumps the two Houston players around him to get the putback to fall. This play starts in transition with Beverley pushing the ball up the floor. Zubac does a really smart thing here by cutting across the face of Austin Rivers and forcing the smaller guard to pick him up due to Houston having to match up on the fly. Zubac then establishes good interior post position and throws his hand up to signal for the ball to be entered when possible. Beverley hands to George, who whips it to Zubac on the catch. Zubac immediately turns baseline to get Rivers to go that way, which he does. Zubac feels that and then turns back over his other shoulder with a nice jump hook that he sinks. It shows how skilled and smart the big man really is. Once again, the Clippers are pushing the ball in transition. This time it's Leonard, and he's going to step into a pull-up three. Note where Zubac is on this play when the shot is being attempted. He's firmly outside the arc. As the ball is about to hit the rim, Zubac is at the dotted line but has not run into a single Houston defender attempting to box him out. The ball hits off the rim, and Zubac is the first one to get a touch on it, as he's taller and better equipped to get to it. It leads to a foul and 2 free throws for the big man. Leonard is once again pushing in transition, and he snakes to the middle of the floor, which draws a defender towards him and clears the lane for a rim-running Zubac. The pass is ever so slightly behind the big man, but Zubac does a good job of catching it and then gathering as he goes up into his finish. Harden tries to rotate over and be a rim deterrent, but he's too small. Zubac finishes through contact with a powerful dunk. However, this play is not over yet. It's where we see the hustle and talent of Zubac on full display. He has to run the full length of the court to get back into position as Harden pushes up the floor. George pushes Zubac out of the way to get to Harden, and Zubac settles into the paint after hustling back to help if Harden drives. The ball gets swung to PJ Tucker, who Jackson stunts at. Zubac then has to close out on Westbrook in the corner. However, Zubac knows Westbrook isn't a shooter, so he's able to stay closer to the basket. Zubac beats Westbrook to the spot and stays vertical as Westbrook drives into his body. It helps alter the shot and force a miss. The hustle by the big man on both ends was astounding.